it done. The intention is so that we can restore. I'm going to say that one more time. The intention is for us to restore and heal our shared humanity. And that's very challenging to do with energy that appear human, that are not interested in doing a level of work that is grounded in truth, justice, order, reciprocity, balance, divine righteousness, and harmony. And so we're going to take a shift from that particular conversation. And because I think it's important, persons that want to, I've covered a couple of things thus far. So there's people that may want to look at they may desire to look at the "We Owe a Duty to Cuba" articles. If you just put in "We Owe a Duty to Cuba," Ambassador Comstown, you're going to see copies of that particular article that has been shared around the globe over the last month or so. And then for the actual statements, and to not only hear his statement, but a host of other delegates that are at the UN in Geneva during the PFAD, Permanent Forum for People of African Descent, fifth session. There will be other opportunities to just go to their website and see the live feed for those persons that are interested in knowing what is being said from brothers and sisters in Central and South America, what's being said by different Caribbean countries, those in CARICOM as well as those that are not, what is being said from our brothers and sisters in the 48 contiguous US, what is being said and shared with our brothers and sisters in Canada, Oceania, Polynesia, all those spaces that we tend to forget that there are people of African ancestry and descent, because at the end of the day, Dinkinesh, that they miscall Lucy, we'll have that mitochondrial DNA conversation at another broadcast. That would take a little bit longer than the 30 minutes that we have left. So I'll just kind of pause for that element. The other part that's really powerful is while this is also happening, the High Executive Council meetings of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, African Communities League, Rehabilitating Committee 2020, long, UNIA ACL RC 2020, is in effect for this week as well. And they will be having their closing convenings tomorrow. And with that, it's really important that brothers and sisters are just aware. If you're not in an organization, now you're going to know who is one of my teachers, a very powerful ancestor, none other than Comrade Baba Kwame Ture of the All African People's Revolutionary Party. Organize, organize, organize. And in the 21st century, we might say it 6 times. Organize, 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 pause, organize, organize, organize. So if you're not in an organization or with a collective that facilitates what is your destiny, your engagement, your charge, whether it is through, because again, I remember the time where persons were like, well, I don't want to be in a sorority because that's Greek and such. However, I want to highlight, I have observed over the last several few decades, I'll put it in that context, when you have an organization of people of African ancestry that lasts more than a century, you got to show respect